Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency and the Zwide Game Safari will embark on an environmental awareness campaign in Matsulu to address the issue of human-wildlife conflict as well as results of a porous state of the Kruger National Park and the Mthethomosha Nature Reserve. For more on this, let's now speak to Tumelo Machogo, SABC News reporter. Tumelo, good morning. Thank you so much for making time for us. Let's speak about this awareness campaign. What exactly is it that they want to achieve?
Well, indeed, Aldrin, remember that Matsulu is actually just on the periphery of Kruger National Park and also the Mthethomosha Nature Reserve. Just behind me, that fence actually is the fence for Kruger National Park and also Mthethomosha Game Reserve. Just recently, just yesterday, actually, a lady here was just telling us that yesterday there was an elephant that was actually roaming around here and also wanted to jump into the fence. The fence here is quite porous. People can jump over or animals can jump over here, and even a few weeks ago, an elephant was actually here eating some of the mangoes here. You can see just like the destruction that it left here. So this elephant can actually just cross the fence and come so close to the community. But also these houses that are so close to the fence, putting them at risk of animals that actually are going to be coming over and then also coming over to the fence, but also people going into the park, into the Kruger Park and also Mthethomosha, just wanting to go and get meat there. But let's speak to the CEO of Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency, Mr. Mduduzi Vilakazi. Ntate, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Just talk to us about this awareness. Why do you guys want to bring this awareness, especially to Matsulu?
No, it's because in Matsulu we have realized that we have a problem of wildlife-human conflict, where there is an interaction between the wildlife and the human beings. But you can see that we are not necessarily in a space where we can boldly say we are living up to the Act. The Act requires that we should have a 5-kilometer buffer zone. And then you'll have the core zone and the transition zone. In the transition zone, that is where people should build. But in the buffer zone, they should not build. So the human-wildlife conflict is that you can see the border of Kruger as well as the border of a family. This is a household, is one. Now, it tells you that you cannot avoid any animal that can come to the family. This endangers the lives of the people. So we are bringing this awareness to ensure that people do not develop 5 kilometers closer to the border. And those who have developed, who are bringing awareness on how to treat this particular situation where they are confronted with the wildlife.
And also we have seen, it was last year when a leopard actually escaped and then it was attacked a community member. But we've also seen when elephants are also crossing over, people killing them, and also animals that are being targeted by the communities because they are coming closer to their houses. But what are you guys saying about that? Because obviously you guys have to protect the animals and also you have to protect the lives of the people that also live in this community.
Yes, we have started to maintain the defenses, but beyond that we are taking this awareness to a level where people should know that once an animal comes to their households, they should report that. We have a DCA, we have helicopters that will quickly attend to the situation. It's unfortunate that in other instances, because of the proximity of the environment and the households, we can't euthanize an animal where there are human beings because we might also kill the human beings. So as a result of that, we are bringing it to them that once they see, they must at least move away from the animal and allow those people working with the damage-causing animals to come and deal with the situation so that this particular awareness prevents the loss of life, but also ensure that the situation is manageable. At this rate in Matsulu, we are not sure what will happen because you can see that now it's summer, there are a lot of fruits, the animals want the fruits, and the fruits are very close to where they are. it's only to cross the fence. You can't stop an elephant from crossing. The elephant is a bully. You can't stop it from crossing. But should elephants be closer to the fence, the community must inform us so that we are able to push them away from the fence.
And also we have seen, there's been a recent a schedule of like people targeting animals going into the Kruger National Park. I know you guys have also, you got a lot of wildlife as also with Mteto Moshwa. Are you seeing a lot of community members going there looking for game meat? Because we have seen the demand has actually kind of like risen.
Of course, part of the awareness is that we issue permits for those who want to be hunters. So if you are hunting without a permit, that is poaching. It's not illegal hunting, it's poaching. And that is a criminal offense. People will be arrested. We have arrested people, 5 last week in Manyeleti, also crossing there, poaching. And when interrogated, the people tell you that they are doing this for subsistence. They are not doing it for commercial operations. So as a result of that, we are saying people who want to hunt should apply. We will tell them which animals to hunt, at which period to hunt, so that they are not necessarily illegal people trampling on the acts of parliament. So what we are doing with this particular awareness is to ensure that we limit that. Of course, the number of poaching using snares has increased. It tells you that these are not people with guns coming to euthanize the animals, are people who are doing what was done anciently, and ours is to tell them that this is illegal.
Okay, Mr. Vilakazi, also, the festive season is around the corner. I know you guys run a lot of game reserves and game parks around Mpumalanga. Have you seen a number of people coming to your game reserve? I know that with the long weekend starting, and also are you expecting more tourists to be visiting your parks throughout this festive season?
As we speak, there is a traffic at the Pleiade River Canyon, a huge traffic. People are there. We have seen an increase from 12,000 travelers per week at Pleiade River Canyon to 30,000 travelers per week. And we are expecting an increase up to 45,000 per week between now and the 15th of January. And as a result of that, we are appealing to people to be patient and ensure that they follow the queue and they go there early in the morning, because we also see a huge number between 12 o'clock and 4 o'clock, and that creates a problem. If they go there in the morning, we will reduce the traffic. The second part is that we are ready. All roads are leading to Mpumalanga. We are ready. All private nature reserves and state nature reserves are ready. Kruger National Park has seen also an increase in number. Manyeleti has seen an increase in number. Loskop has seen an increase in number. And we are saying people should come to Mpumalanga. We still have beds, though, that we want people to stay in those beds. At least increase the number of their stay from 1 up to 7 or 8. But what we are also appealing is that people who are having a problem with the event that is coming on January 8, on the 13th of January, by one nation, NGO, they must contact Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks Agency for any possible accommodation. I know there is frustration out there, but people can still interact with us at www.mpumalanga.com and call 013-065-0861.
One last question. I just want to ask about the safety of tourists, and especially we've seen the German tourists being killed on the way to Kruger National Park. Also, just talk to us about the safety on the roads, and also talk to us about the safety, and especially when it comes to cash, because I understand that you guys have gone cashless, that people can also go to the park without paying at the gate, without paying with cash, but also paying with their cards. Just talk to us about that and the safety on the roads.
We are working with the police. The Minister of Tourism was here this week launching a tourism safety monitors program, and we have deployed 220 tourism monitors. We are also working with the police. We are seeing visibility of police everywhere. On the road, no matter how irritating We have a plethora of traffic officials that are going to control the traffic, ensure that there is search and seizure, to ensure that there is safety of the tourists on the road, to avoid the spikes on the road and everything similar to attacks on tourists. Now, with tourism safety, this has been our priority since the unfortunate incident. We did have one or two incidents that were quickly dealt with, and the perpetrators were apprehended. And we are saying Mpumalanga is the safest place to be, and tourists are prioritized as people who are bringing in economic spin-offs.
Thank you so much for speaking to us. That is Mduduzi Vilakazi. He is the CEO of MTPA, speaking to us about the awareness that they are running here at Matsulo, where they will be speaking to community members about what they can do actually to save lives of people, because these animals that can cross from the border, they can easily, from this fence, they can easily cause damage to the households, but also cause damage and even cause damage to also kill people, because some of these animals, they're quite dangerous. You remember that Mteto Mojo and the Kruger National Park, they do have the Big Five.